2025 Most Lavished Wedding Ceremony. Princess Léonor finally says, "I do," to Crown Prince Christian of Denmark. The world held its breath, and then erupted in awe, as the golden bells of Madrid's royal palace rang out on that glittering spring morning. After years of speculation, whispered romance, and royal watchful eyes, Princess Léonor of Spain and Crown Prince Christian of Denmark finally stood hand in hand, sealing what many are calling the royal wedding of the decade. Every second of this historic day shimmered with grandeur, love, and symbolism. It wasn't just a union of two young royals, it was the merging of two monarchies, two hearts, and two modern visions of what royalty looks like in the 21st century. But before the vows, before the kiss, and before the world's cameras captured that unforgettable "I do," let's rewind and uncover how this lavish fairy tale wedding came to life, and why it has captured the world's imagination like no royal event in recent memory. The modern fairy tale that began in secret. Their story began years ago, far from the public eye. Sources close to both royal households reveal that Léonor and Christian first met during a European royal gathering in 2019, when both were still in their teens. At the time, it seemed like a fleeting introduction between two future monarchs, formal, polite, unremarkable. But as destiny would have it, the two crossed paths again at international events, school exchanges, and royal banquets. Gradually, their bond grew stronger, their friendship deeper. By the time the world started noticing subtle glances and quiet smiles during public appearances, the foundation of something extraordinary had already been built in private. And then came the whispers, the European power couple, rumors that turned into full-blown headlines by 2023. While both royal families remained publicly silent, the truth was clear: love had blossomed between Spain's future queen and Denmark's future king. The proposal that stunned the world. In late 2024, Christian reportedly proposed during a quiet winter getaway in Norway, a symbolic choice, as the snowy landscape mirrored the serene beauty of their relationship. The ring, a masterpiece designed by Danish jewelers, featuring a radiant cut diamond surrounded by tiny sapphires, a nod to both Denmark's national colors and Spain's royal crest. When the Danish and Spanish palaces jointly announced the engagement, the internet went into overdrive. Millions of fans flooded social media with congratulations, and hashtags like Léonor and Christian 2025 and royal love story trended for weeks. A guest list of global royalty. The wedding itself was a masterclass in diplomacy and glamour. Held at the Royal Palace of Madrid, a setting chosen for its rich history and architectural splendor, the ceremony was attended by nearly every reigning royal family in Europe. Among the distinguished guests were King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom, Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden, King Philippe and Queen Matilda of Belgium, and of course, Queen Margrethe II of Denmark, who looked visibly moved seeing her grandson take his vows. Hollywood royalty also made appearances, from Oscar-winning actresses to global musicians who performed during the private evening gala. Yet, despite all the star power, the focus never drifted from the couple, the embodiment of love, duty, and elegance. The dress that redefined royal fashion. When Princess Léonor stepped out of the royal carriage, a hush fell over the crowd. Her wedding gown, designed by Spanish fashion house Loewe, instantly became an icon of modern royal fashion. The gown featured a breathtaking silhouette, an off-shoulder neckline, delicate lace embroidery inspired by Spanish cathedrals, and a cascading train stretching over 15 feet. A subtle touch of Danish heritage appeared in the intricate pearl detailing along the sleeves, a tribute to her groom's homeland. Her tiara, the fleur-de-lis, had been passed down through generations of Spanish queens, but Léonor's modern reimagining of it with minimalist diamond accents made it uniquely hers. As she glided down the aisle, Christian's expression said it all: pure admiration, disbelief, and love. The ceremony. Tradition meets modern romance. The ceremony beautifully blended Spanish Catholic tradition and Danish Lutheran symbolism, representing both countries' heritage. The royal chaplain delivered heartfelt words about love's endurance in a world that changes faster than the crowns upon it. When the couple exchanged vows, there wasn't a dry eye in sight. Léonor's voice trembled slightly as she said, "With love as our compass and duty as our guide, I choose you, today, tomorrow, and always." Christian's reply was simple yet powerful: "My heart belongs to you, as my crown one day will belong to us both." The audience erupted in applause as they sealed their vows with a kiss, a moment instantly broadcast to millions around the globe. The lavish reception that followed. If the ceremony was pure elegance, the reception was pure enchantment. Guests were whisked away to the royal palace courtyard, transformed into a floral paradise of white roses, jasmine, and golden lilies. Michelin-starred chefs from Spain and Denmark collaborated on a menu that fused both cultures: lobster paella, Danish smørrebrød with Iberian ham, and a wedding cake standing over 6 tiers tall, decorated with sugar-crafted crowns. The first dance. A waltz set to a live orchestra playing a Spanish-Danish fusion melody, a piece composed specifically for their wedding. As the couple danced beneath a canopy of lights, fireworks lit up the Madrid sky, painting the night in royal colors. What this union means for Europe's future. Beyond the spectacle, Léonor and Christian's marriage represents something far greater: a new era of European unity. For the first time in centuries, two reigning monarchies from the Iberian Peninsula and Scandinavia have intertwined through love, not politics. Their shared values, education, environmentalism, and modern diplomacy, signal a generational shift in how royals engage with the world. Both have already earned reputations as compassionate, forward-thinking figures, deeply aware of their responsibilities. Together, they symbolize hope, a bridge between tradition and modernity, monarchy and humanity. The honeymoon and what's next? After the breathtaking ceremony, the couple reportedly departed for a private honeymoon on a secluded Mediterranean island, away from the public gaze. But royal insiders hint that they plan to resume duties quickly upon return, proving that even amid romance, duty calls. Spain's royal palace has confirmed that Léonor will retain her title as Princess of Asturias until her father, King Felipe VI, eventually abdicates or passes the throne. Christian, in turn, remains Denmark's crown prince but will take on new joint initiatives with Léonor, focusing on youth leadership and cultural diplomacy across Europe. A love story for the ages. From whispered rumors to the world's most lavish royal wedding, the journey of Princess Léonor and Crown Prince Christian has captivated millions. It's a story that reminds us that even in palaces of marble and gold, love remains the most powerful crown of all. Their union is more than a royal event, it's a message of hope, partnership, and destiny fulfilled. And as Léonor and Christian waved to the crowds from the palace balcony, hand in hand under the Spanish sun, one thing became clear: this wasn't just the wedding of the year, it was the dawn of a new royal era. Would you like me to format this article for YouTube narration or blog post style next, with timestamps, voice pacing, and SEO tags like #RoyalWedding 2025 inches? I can tailor it for either.